is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Oh, the plus sign.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hey, there it is. We're here. We're doing a thing. Dude,
I like how much space is over there.
Yes.
Well, it's a sleigh. There's a sleigh over there.
Yeah. Did somebody come in and decorate the studios?
I think
with
what,
one...
so like the Bramble Jam Studios is pretty centered.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I was focusing on. And then in the process, I guess this needs to go over a little bit. That's what's happening because that camera.
Yes. Yeah, we'll fix it.
We'll fix it. Really, when you move a desk, it's hard to find out where. We need to put like a little tape. Hey everybody, welcome to Decom Descendants. We're talking Geek Charming today, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
Stop asking. We're here. All the people, they're just begging for it.
Are they?
Begging for it. Yep, they are. Welcome. We only have this movie and one more movie left, and then we're done with 2011.
2011. We have lived for 20,000 years.
We're still doing this.
Yeah.
It took us this long to get to Geek Charming.
Yeah. I mean,
And
what
that's
can you do?
fair.
That's 202,000.
No spoilers to where it's gonna be on my list, though, but-
2011.
2011. And that's what you need to know. It's 2011.
I mean, that extra 10 minutes, that hour 40, felt like 20,000 years.
2011. So obviously we got to talk about it and all that good stuff. Dana, we got any new reviews though? That's what I'm kind of curious about because if people forget, maybe they have. We're trying to get to 300.
People forget, maybe they have. You know, maybe they have.
We're trying to get to 300 reviews so that we can watch the Lizzie McGuire movie with Dan. That's really the goal. That's all we're trying to do
It's just
here.
really taking it sweet. Oh, there we go.
Well, haven't you heard the internet's been having issues the last couple days?
Yeah.
We had massive
We
internet outages.
do have some new reviews.
Uh-oh, what are we up
guys.
to?
We are up to 189.
Oh!
189. Here's a review from Chris Grotgut.
Love that.
Grotegut.
The
Grotgut.
gut.
5 stars is the title of the review. Very entertaining points of view on all the different DCOMs. Hopefully we can get enough reviews for Dan to watch the Lizzie McGuire movie
And that's what I just
and
said.
other Disney
Amen.
movies. 5 stars.
Amen.
I've got another one. You want me to save it?
Yeah.
Save it.
Save it. I've listened to Christmas Morning.
You know how this goes. There's dry spells. We're talking about Geek Charming today. And I might be the only one thinking this, but man, am I hungry. Man, am I hungry. If only there was
someone to tell tell me what to eat that was thematically appropriate.
Does anyone
for
know
this
if anybody
movie.
like that?
Anybody in here know how we could do that? Something delicious, maybe?
It's the weirdest lead-in.
Oh, it's
Anybody
you.
know?
It's you. Oh my God.
With that lead-in, I wasn't sure.
Aaron Shea.
Yeah, there's a few food moments in this movie. The one I'm gonna go with is called the Everything But the Kitchen Sink Sundae.
Yes, I was hoping you would.
Yeah, it's this nice moment in the movie when our two leads are starting to be friends and maybe fall for each other. They're hanging out at her house. She's lonely. There's never one there.
lonely.
Yeah. And so they just, kind of find anything that they want that looks good in the kitchen, goes into that sundae, and they have a fun time. You can also eat fettuccine Alfredo, I think is what they ate in the cafeteria the first day. Clearly something I ate in high school all the time. Primetime fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's
Primetime
that.
Fredo. Saw him live.
Yeah.
I'm this is not food related.
Okay,
I was
then-
looking at the Christmas Morning ratings and reviews, and that podcast, wildly successful Christmas Morning podcast. You should listen all during the holiday season. It's
Yeah,
daily.
we're at 288.
You guys, the numbers you guys pull are unbelievable. Great show. You guys don't have 300 yet.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's really
Past
hard.
A certain point,
It's really hard to get people motivated to go and review the show, and that leads me to believe that this will be done when the original DCOMs are all done. So I'm not trying to bring down the mood, but I'm just trying to be a realist.
Yeah, and again, no spoilers for where this movie ended up on my ranking, but if they're going to be more like this movie, that's probably for the best.
Oh no, say it's not so. All right, go get yourself a sundae or Fredo, and
Yeah, depending on what time of day it is, what you're feeling.
that's right. Come on back. We're going to talk about the movie here on
DCOM Descendants.
Crushed it.
Caught myself.
See, you're getting better.
One day at a time.
We are back. The haters said we wouldn't be.
They did.
The
So
haters
many
said
haters
we're going to be done
Yeah.
after
lined
the
up
delish
outside
today.
saying you're not coming back from break.
Yeah,
Not
every
after that
time we
segment.
film this, they line up outside and protest.
They do.
You're not going to do it.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I showed you, Derek.
Derek.
Geek Charming originally aired on the Disney Channel November 11th,
And if you're listening,
2011.
and if
Never
your name
forget.
is Derek, leave us a review about why you're protesting.
November 11th, I believe, is Armistice Day.
Is that not Veterans Day?
Could be Armistice Day and Veterans Day, I believe. Or November 11th is when they stopped World War One, right?
Sure.
I think it's
I mean, you're the
Veterans Day.
history teacher amongst us. This is based on a book.
It's Veterans Day. Yes,
There you go.
that's right, and it's also Armistice Day. It's a both and.
Never forget.
Yes.
You know what I
End of
heard
the First World
recently?
War. Everybody was right here.
Wow.
Everybody was right. Go ahead.
Recently, I learned this fun tidbit about history teachers. They can either be creepy or they can coach a sport.
Yeah. Or sometimes, unfortunately, you can do both of those things.
But you have to be one. You have to
Let's
be
not
one.
try to.
So if I when I turn 60, decide to just go back and teach history, I've got to be creepy at that point.
Well, I think you were a coach.
I was. Yes.
I think you have
Yes.
fulfilled your history teacher
Okay. Thank goodness.
extracurriculars.
Okay.
This is based on a book called Geek
Is
Charming.
that a thing you're doing?
Yeah. I've fulfilled my history teacher extracurriculars. That sounds terrible.
Hey, have you met a history teacher?
I am one. Was one.
Yeah.
The movie was written by Elizabeth
Stand by.
Hackett. Elizabeth Hackett.
Have you met you?
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, do you think Elizabeth Hackett's going to hack it?
You have a
then
woman
Hillary-
contemplating whether or not her guest mattress is too firm.
Hillary
That's not on
Gallinoy.
me.
Hillary
It's like a
Gallinoy.
Seinfeld.
I'll just
Seinfeld
keep
plot
talking about the
along.
movie, though. Directed by Jeffrey Hornaday.
Hornaday.
A Hornaday keeps
Nope. Don't finish that.
Again. I'm the one that's
the history teacher away. It's starring Sarah Hyland. A name I'm not going to even talk about. Another name.
Sarah
And then
Hyland,
also
Sarah Hyland superfan Aaron Shea here.
Sasha
I don't know if I'm a
Patrice.
super fan, but
Sasha Patrice. Jordan Jedediah.
Jordan Jedediah, someone's name?
Nichols. No last name.
I feel like we got some names
Vanessa
messed up.
Morgan and
Yeah.
Lily Simmons, as well as Andrea Brooks. So you got to keep that in mind.
Shout
too.
out.
Dylan is having quite the day dream. Dylan is having quite the daydream about
So proud of yourself.
he could be a
about
history teacher.
being the Blossom Queen. Cut to real life, and she is signing up to be Blossom Queen. Dylan is very popular and is basically a shoo-in to get the crown. Josh bumps into her though, and noodles go all over her. Yesterday's old day old Fredo noodles. But perspective matters, folks.
It sure does.
Perspective matters. We find out the only reason why that happened is because she was too busy focusing on her perfume. Didn't even know there was someone by her, which was Josh. Got in his eyes. That's why he bumped into her in the first place. Perspective matters. It didn't even see him.
Didn't see him.
They are not friends, and they are from two totally different worlds. Josh is a film nerd, and he just wants to make the next bar-changing film. His words, not mine. And he's trying to come up
and
with...
we're still wondering what that means.
It's a bar-changing film. He's trying to come up with an idea for the school film festival. And while he's trying to come up with a good idea, his teacher's basically like, hey, do a documentary and try to find an interesting subject, okay? So he's at the mall, and he sees Dylan's purse go flying into the fountain, sees this, and it all comes to him. She's so popular. She's like the perfect person to make a documentary about, trying to see, is there anything more to this person? So he retrieves the purse.
And takes his sweet time doing it.
Yeah.
He's just in there.
Takes him a good 7-8 minutes.
Yeah, just in the mall fountain. What can you do?
Yeah. It's not in a hurry. It's just water. Come on, guys.
Gives the purse to
He
her.
needed time to complain about being wet in the
right.
Yeah. Of course.
Retrieves the purse and then makes the pitch. Hey, I'd like to make a movie about you. She says, a movie about moi? Yes, please. She also randomly speaks French occasionally.
Yeah. And she spells
Bien sûr.
words OVER over.
Yeah,
already
over.
done.
That's exactly right. So that's a thing popular people do, and you need to know that.
Yeah.
So they get to work on the movie, and it is off to a rocky start. He does not feel like it is going well. She's kind of being difficult to work with. He calls her a diva. It's a whole thing. He goes
A diva, diva.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, we understand.
We know how to
We
spell.
get geek charming.
That's right. G-E-E-K.
G-E-E-K.
Geek.
It's hard for you because G doesn't sound like guh, does it?
No, it's a tricky word. Letter.
It's a tricky word letter. You know what I
So
mean?
he goes to his teacher and he's like, I think I want to change my subject. He's like, it's too late. You can't do that. And he's like, well, like, okay, there we are. So he's stuck with her. Dylan goes to watch one of Josh's favorite movies to make amends. And afterwards, they begin to hang out. And he goes over to her house and discovers some pictures where he sees Dylan's mom, who
I'm
is
Dylan,
who is also crowned Blossom Queen, and he's like, "Oh,
Looks
that's
just like Miranda Cosgrove."
It looks like Miranda Cosgrove," and he finds out that her mom died when she was 8. Was she great or was she 8? That's the question.
She was both.
She was both.
and
So she wants to win Blossom Queen, kind of like in a way to like connect with her mom in a sense. And so it's at this point that he begins to discover, maybe there's more to her.
There's more to life.
There's more to life
Than
than
chasing down every temporary high.
You said it. You said it. You.
Dude, we're gonna owe so many Stacey Aurico royalties. It's crazy.
That's life sometimes.
I think I own her CD somewhere. Maybe. I did at one point.
It doesn't surprise me. All of us, I didn't spend a weekend in your house. All of us spent a weekend in your house. And with the number of
What were you doing
media,
in my house?
What are you doing in my house? The number of physical media, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you owned the cassette tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think cassettes were.
I mean, there were in 2000, 2001, you could buy them. It would be like CDs now.
But also, we joke about owing Stacey Aurico royalties. We are gonna.
He gets real serious.
We are gonna
actually owe Stacey royalties.
We are gonna owe Dashboard Confessional for Hands Down. Got that flagged a lot because I sang it during the marathon.
You sang it.
So
was this the one that Jax asked to sing twice through?
Yeah, multiple times.
That'll
so
do it.
we got flagged. We got to share revenue with Dashboard Confessional.
No, Jax.
It's not that. It's also like, Lord, I lift your name on high. It flagged it all. If you sing a song, if you cover a song,
if you sing a song, it flags it.
If you cover a song on YouTube, I guess you gotta.
What about karaoke? We just got had.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, whatever.
That's
man.
fun.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Well, what happens next year if for karaoke I decide to sing a song off of my new favorite Christmas album, A Bit of Christmas?
You're fine. You're in
Do
the
you
clear.
have to share the royalties with yourself?
Yeah. Well, that's actually how it's said. Not to get in the weeds here, but
However.
yes, but you can dispute it and claim that you own it, which we do, and we did. We won that lawsuit.
We got it.
Either we would have
One
gotten
for the
it
good
either,
guys.
We would have gotten it either way. Like the royalties would have gone to CD Baby, who distributed the album, and then come to us. But we just cut out the middleman.
Cut out the middleman.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Glad everyone is here for royalty talk.
Yeah.
Royalty talk.
It's important stuff, man.
Hands down. This is the best thing. So they begin hanging out even more. They're kind of like falling for each other, but they're not willing to admit it to themselves yet.
Even more.
Josh likes Amy.
Likes Amy, or at least has liked Amy. And Amy and Dylan have a bit of a past. They used to be friends.
Yep.
And now they're not. And we don't really know why at this point. So he does.
We know Amy has pink hair.
Amy has pink hair. And does he go out on the date to the party with Amy before or after his makeover? Do you remember? I think it's after.
It's after
Yes.
because he went back to his regular clothes and we were like,
Yeah, what the heck? Oh, that's right. So, basically she's like, I'm going to give you a makeover and so that you can see what it's like to be like popular or whatever. Like,
yeah, she wants to do a makeover and is just kind of like, no, I'm not doing that. And then they have their whole heart to heart about, she makes this comment about how becoming Blossom Queen is the only goal she has in her life. And he just like, well, that's so stupid. And then he hears about her mom and how, she's been staring at this photo of her mom. She still has her mom's like Blossom Queen dress. And it's this thing she wants to achieve because like her mom's not here anymore and she wants to be able to share this memory with her mom.
Right.
And so he's like, oh, she might be a person with feelings. Yeah, I guess I'm in for the makeover. And then he gets a little hot because he cut his hair and put on
a blazer.
Yeah. Basically. He took off the beanie. I mean, taking off the beanie is the equivalent of like a girl taking off her glasses.
That's right.
For the guy, it was like all of a sudden everyone was like, oh,
look at this guy.
He has a jaw structure and
not a beanie.
Yeah.
Not a beanie.
And all of a sudden everyone at school knows his name.
Yeah. He does the makeover. He gets to date with Amy. They go to Dylan's boyfriend's house party.
Yes, Dylan, I think at this point is a little bit jealous, but doesn't quite understand why she's jealous.
Yeah.
And uses the excuse of, well, you would take her somewhere lame, so why don't you bring Amy somewhere cool? Come to this party.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really so that she can keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's definitely not jealous.
No,
definitely not jealous.
Definitely not jealous. And so at this party, he is not really even paying attention to Amy, and Amy's like, you're clearly just thinking about her.
Mm-hmm.
And after the party, he's like, I promise there's nothing going on between me.
Well, they're having a conversation, and Dylan's boyfriend walks in on them having a conversation and is like, oh, you're not hanging out because of this movie. You're hanging out because you're secretly dating behind my back. So everyone's like, oh, they're secretly dating. And then he drives Amy home and is like, we're not dating.
We're not dating. And she's like, well, you might not be dating, but you're clearly into her.
And that's fine.
Yes. And then, as good as his life is right now, Dylan's life begins to change. She begins to have a bit of social fallout, if you will. She has to wear glasses.
She ran out of contacts.
And then and then also people think that she's like into a nerd, and you can't do that.
But then even Josh has turned on her because he likes his newfound popularity status.
That's right. I
mean, man.
So just really
high school politics.
Just really up against it. Sure is.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's feeling very hurt, and she's like, not only do I not have my old friends, I don't have my new friends, I don't have any chance of winning Blossom Queen. What's the point of any of this? And then she goes to the movie premiere.
Yep, he finally did it. He finished the movie.
The first half of this movie is a doozy.
Yeah, it's basically just like showing her being
the most vapid. Like,
yes.
Yep.
And so everybody's laughing.
She is just saying like, vapid, shallow things, and the audience is reacting like like it's a comedy. And
it's a weird bit.
I do think the laughs are not earned.
If you maybe one out of every
or maybe like a chuckle, but they're doing like full belly. Like this is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Her, like she is just the worst human being.
She's Mac Foley falling through the table.
And very rarely is it deserved, in my opinion. It's just not.
And I think in a lot of these DComs, we see an actor or actress crying, and it's very obviously fake tears. But I do think Sarah Hyland can cry on command.
She can, because she does it again later in the movie.
She cries a lot, but
good at crying.
I mean, the way that I felt watching her cry, I was like, if those aren't real tears, then give this woman an Oscar, because like her crying, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Little baby 21-year-old Sarah Hyland.
That's right.
Oh no.
But after she leaves, we see that the movie takes a turn and begins to show that she's more than just this popular, shallow girl. She has feelings.
There's more to Dylan.
There's more to life. That's a common statement. Don't flag us. And sorry, Stacey Arico. And but she doesn't know that. And
she left before the movie finished.
But everybody that's watching the movie is like, oh my gosh.
Should Josh have given her a heads up? I don't know, man.
Maybe. Who can say?
Nah.
So Amy,
he's above board, that guy,
goes by Dylan's house, and they like make up, and she says, hey, the documentary is actually pretty great. I think you're going to want to watch the whole thing.
I got a
here
DVD
it is
copy right here.
Yep.
A DVD. Burned
She's like,
it.
Josh is really worried about you. And she's like, I don't care if Josh is worried about me. Josh ruined my life.
So she ends up showing up to the dance in her mom's dress, which is very sweet.
We do get this beautiful moment where her dad is chaperoning. He looks up across the room. There she is, looking just like her mom in the dress.
Yep.
It's very sweet.
Yes. And she finds out that she does end up winning Blossom Queen, which is big. And she goes on stage and gives a shout out to her real friends, the OGs, the Amy's,
Stood
the
by
ones
regardless.
Yeah.
specifically with pink hair. So it's like really just
Really
kind
narrowed
of
it
Those
down.
friends that
Yeah.
ditch you as soon as you don't have a date.
That's right.
And she gives a great speech where she cries again.
Again, she can do that.
about how much she's learned as a human being. And honestly, if the movie was just those last 10 minutes, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just a phenomenal.
10 of 10.
10,
No
10,
notes.
10 of 10, those last 10 minutes.
I'd say the last 15.
Yes. I
From
was.
from the time film
Yes.
starts.
Yeah.
Yep. From the time she goes in to
Pretty
see.
great closer.
Yep. Great
So-
last 15 minutes.
Aside from what I'm about to say, which is she then makes up with Josh and they kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
could end it right
unfortunate.
before that.
I didn't need to see them kiss.
So we'll go back
But
to
even
10.
that, if we didn't know what we knew,
Yeah.
that would be fine.
Yep.
Yes.
Kind of hard to separate.
Yep.
It's like it'd be like watching.
Oh, yeah.
no,
We'll hear about it.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about it yet, but
We'll
there
get there.
is
We'll
a
get there in the
dark
overtime.
cloud
We'll get there in the
hanging
overtime.
over this movie,
Correct.
which we will get to. But
Yes.
Yeah. And that good old fashioned overtime.
yeah. So and then they kiss, and that's the movie.
And they kiss twice.
Because twice. The
we-
second time they covered up with the.
We get a
Because
beautiful
Disney has
amount.
a one kiss limit.
Yeah, we have a lot of DComs where the characters should have kissed and don't. And thank goodness in this movie they kissed twice.
Making up for lost time.
Yay.
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna
Yep.
come back. We're gonna
Yep.
break this movie down here
We
on
are
Decom
and Descendants.
Ridicon.
It's like
We're
it's our
back.
first episode.
Yeah. We're just getting the hang of
We're
it.
back.
When you're
We're
100 in, that's when you start really getting the hang of it.
Is this our 100th?
No, that
Oh.
would be we'd have a full. We'd have a full party. We've planned it for weeks.
I have some Letterboxd reviews if you would want them.
Maybe.
Sure.
This one is from Kiana, which gives this movie
Keanu Reeves.
Kiana,
Okay,
which gives this movie 4.5
this
stars.
is our
It says-
87th episode.
Okay, we got time.
4.5 stars. It says, when a Letterboxd user meets an IG baddie. That's what this movie is. Just think about it. Film geek,
Okay.
popular girl.
Sure.
That's the real life equivalent, says Kiana.
Okay. Sure. I'll give
Um,
it to her.
Janie says 4 stars. I just want to meet a cute filmmaker boy so I can fall in love with me. WTF. Grace says 1.5 stars. This movie says more about society than the Joker.
Wow.
How about that? Trisha says 1.5 stars. Too many fedoras in this film.
Yep.
Fair. Camille doesn't give a ranking, but she says, I didn't believe in love until I saw Geek Charming.
Yikes.
Mel says 3.5 stars. His documentary was so bad.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Not his best.
Accurate. And then Annika does want everybody to remember that we prefer the term film geek, not film nerd. And so I apologize.
Yeah, they do make
everybody.
that
I
clear in the
apologize.
movie.
Yes.
I apologize. Let's talk about Geek Charming. I will start with you, Aaron. What'd you think about the film?
Yep. This is a movie that I did not see until watching it for this podcast. I've always been a fan of Sarah Hyland. This movie's like been on my list to watch and then just never got around to it. And I'm kind of glad that I saw it once and now I can say, good job. And I don't need to watch it again because here's the thing. Again, the last 10 minutes to 10, 15 minutes of this movie, phenomenal. Sarah does a great job. Most of the movie was hard for me to watch because they just go so hard on, the popular crowd versus everyone else at school. If you're not in the popular crowd, you're basically trash. For most of the movie, the growing chemistry between Josh and Dylan wasn't that believable to me. It was very, you could tell in certain scenes when he's flirting with Amy, you can tell that Dylan is jealous. But then when she's with Josh, it doesn't seem that she likes him that much. So that was weird. But here's this fun thing about me when I'm watching a movie. My favorite thing to do is to pull up the IMDb trivia. And a lot of the times I learn fun little behind the scenes facts that make the movie more fun to watch. And my bad, I did that for this movie. And at first found out, I'm dying over here, sorry. my body doesn't want to talk about this movie anymore. I found out the 2 stars, Matt and Sarah, were dating in real life at the time of this.
So sweet.
And I was like, oh my gosh, so cute. And then found out that a couple of years, they dated for like 4 years. And it ended pretty aggressively with him being an abuser and him getting sent to rehab, him making a lot of threats. And officials in his life told her, you're probably going to want a restraining order, which just, I hate that. So learning that like 30 to 40 minutes into this movie was really rough to then watch these two. He also, a movie that we have not watched for this podcast yet, High School Musical 3, he is in that movie. He is my least favorite character in that movie. So like
Rocket Man.
Yeah.
He was clearly
Sharpay's
who
in
they
that
were.
Yes, I would rather.
He was clearly who they were setting up, like him, and there's
That's
a
right.
British girl
Yeah.
who is
It's the same
like
thing they did with
following
Zombies 4.
Sharpay,
I mean,
setting
not that I
up
would know.
another if they were going to. make another.
Yeah. So learning that, it was just really hard. You know, he and Dylan have a fight on camera, and we were like, yeah, good, just walk away, just get away from this. We want to talk about how the movie aged over time. Not great.
Yeah.
This movie was really hard to watch knowing the real life scenario of where this movie went. I think if you're ever going to watch this movie, literally just tune in for the last 15 minutes where she watches the movie at the screening and then her
Storms
speech.
out and then
Watch
gives
her
a
speech at the dance. And that's all you need to watch. Or if you're really looking for a movie where a girl is unsure of how she is in society, loses her mom at a young age, wants to do something to feel close to her mom, follow in her mom's footsteps, and then ends up befriending geeks, watch a lovely movie called Sydney White, starring Amanda Bynes.
Shout out.
Much better movie on this same topic where her mom went to college and joined a sorority. She wants to feel close to her mom, tries to join the same sorority. It's just a better movie, and you can just skip this. Those are my thoughts on this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one knowing what we know, but that is life sometimes. And so trying to put that aside, which is very hard because
It's so tough.
he already looked like someone who I would just kind of be
Punch,
a D-bag. And then you find out, he's the D-est of the bags.
Yep.
And so you're like, oh man, that's tough. So trying to put that aside, what we have is a movie that has the makings of a really great
Yes.
DCOM.
Yep.
It struggles in a few different ways. One, they do a quite a few times break away to do a weird breaking of the fourth
Confessional,
wall
yeah.
that doesn't make sense or add anything to the movie.
I think it's for the documentary.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Interesting.
But then it's in the movie
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a both and. They want it to be.
It's-
They want
the
it to be
only reason why I don't think that that's the case,
she's talking in it
even beforehand,
she knows
she's
about the
talking
documentary.
about like what's happening and like him like
And we have to either stretch belief and say that's from later.
Yeah,
in the
it's just a
story
But
But
or
what if
not.
they're making a documentary about the documentary making process?
there you go. Well, now we're
It's a
talking.
doc on the doc. You know
It's
what
a
I
doc on the
mean?
doc. So that was like annoying and weird and added nothing. It is an hour 40, and it's just like I can think of quite a few scenes that just could have been cut altogether.
Everything
and-
except the last 15 minutes.
But yeah, I mean the movie ends strong. The final act of the movie is strong, and so it's tough because I do think the movie begins decently, ends pretty great, and then in the middle is a whole bunch of I just couldn't care. And you find out,
What you find out.
pretty early in the movie, the things that you find out about what's
Yeah.
happening in real life, and it's hard not to
Yeah.
And
just
then-
feel that.
And then
you
us
know?
trying to just, believe in the fact that people can change and learn from their mistakes. Brand, you did a little bit more digging
he
into
didn't
him.
learn. He didn't learn.
Didn't learn
He
anything.
As of last year,
did
didn't
not learn. He
Nope.
doubled down on his actions.
So it's tough.
So that's tough. That's tough to. It's a tough movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Dan loved this.
Well, I might have it higher in my ranking than you two.
Oh, for sure.
So
Top 10.
Yeah, for sure there. So like this is why we don't watch. This is why we don't watch Kevin Spacey movies, right? Like, you know, if you know something about an individual, it's impossible to watch it for art and just instead you watch it for anger. Like the beauty of those movies, not the beauty, actually the tragedy of the movies that were made in old Hollywood is most of those people were terrible human beings, but we don't have a lot of that information. So we can watch some of the great films of all time unencumbered by the fact that they were trash human beings. We can't do that now. You know, we can't just listen to a Kanye West album. We don't have that ability. At least I don't personally, because I can't go in blind and not know anything about it. And so this movie cannot win. It can't win because if it wins, then we have to praise something that is inherently one of the people responsible for it on camera. We know it. It's one thing to see a movie and one of the cinematographers is a terrible human being and we don't know it. It's another thing to watch a movie where you know that there's a person who's a monster in the movie and you have to make your brain go, but is the movie good? It's impossible. You can't do it. Like if I told you this isn't true, but if all of a sudden we found out that Alfred Hitchcock was like a legit Nazi, like all of a sudden Alfred Hitchcock, one of my favorite directors, it would be impossible for me to go and watch his movies and enjoy them. And maybe that's just me. I think that's most people.
Yeah.
And so like,
I mean, if he had committed like tax fraud, I'm still in.
Whatever. That's different.
But,
no. That's it's not a Lori Loughlin situation. It's like
there's,
a legit.
there's levels, but yeah, Nazi. Oh.
Yeah. So like what we're doing here is unfortunate. Here's what I'll say about this movie. It tries things that are different. Not always. It doesn't always do them successfully, but it tries things that are different. It has a really compelling emotional ending that I think really works. It's too long. The male star of this movie is a monster off screen and is not great on screen. I don't know what Sarah Hyland's range is, but operating in this, she does kind of a similar thing on Modern Family in the fact that in Modern Family, she's ditzy and a little, and she's the oldest and she's spoiled a little bit, even though the Dunphys are supposed to be middle class. But she does this thing where she can cry on command in Modern Family as well. She does that very well. So qualitatively, this movie is not one of the worst we've seen, but it's impossible for this movie to get a fair shake because it does have some issues. And one of those issues is that who these people are now. And so kind of a tough one. It's a tough one. And it's one of those movies that if we knew it ahead of time, we'd probably be like, let's just not watch it.
I thought about that. I was like, if we had known this ahead of time, I could see myself being like, we should have.
Yeah, we should just skip it. But there's nothing we can do.
Hands are tied. Did you say that this is 87?
What?
Movie?
This is, 87th episode. We have a preview. So 86 movie.
God, I was concerned. That was going to be a lot of.
87th ep, 86th movie.
That was going to be a lot of wading through the water on my end, trying to find.
I should have just let you go for it.
Where's the 87th movie?
Somewhere he missed one.
somebody has to rank this in the grand scheme of things. Why not us? Why not now? We
Well,
have to
that's
do
what I
it. I'll start with you, Aaron. Aaron, where's this landing? I'm assuming not in your top 10. If not, how's your top 10?
So we
now?
decided 86, 87 movies? 86?
86.
Yeah, it's going to be 86 for me.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
you can just 86 it right off.
Oh,
Interesting.
Bada bing.
Yeah, no, there was a point in this movie. I mean, I think I could let you know Rocket Man is my least favorite part of High School Musical 4.
Yeah.
And I think if they had cast anyone else in that role, they maybe could have gotten another movie or a short-lived Disney Channel series. But that character is so unlikable and he borderline ruins the whole movie for me. But thank goodness Zac Efron is there to bring it right back.
Of course.
And so finding out that was the lead character here, I was like, oh, this is so tough for me to try to buy him as a romantic lead. And thankfully, I don't have to. I don't have to buy him as a romantic lead, knowing what I know about him as a human being. I think this movie, like you said, tries. And, there's a good message in there somewhere. And again, Sarah Hyland is phenomenal in the last 10 minutes. But overall, the movie as a whole does not stick for me. And so it would be very low on my list. But after we learned about our male characters' extracurricular activities, I did start to wish that I was watching the Proud Family Peanut people
That's
and
a brutal take.
And that was really tough for me to want.
Yeah.
But at least over there we were having fun. And I wasn't having any fun. I was having more fun than this.
I think you had a different experience.
Yeah.
Because I remember shopping in the TikTok shop during that movie, and that was a good memory for me.
Yeah.
I got a Baby Billy Eras t-shirt. I don't know. I just don't see there's ever a world where I'm gonna rewatch this movie, and the thought of watching it makes me want to. It's just a big ick for me.
Fair.
I hear. Oh, do you want to do your top 10 really quick?
Oh yeah.
Assuming it's the same, but it's a new week.
So this movie is 86 and also number 1. Nope. Oh man.
Don't add anything to your diary. What's your diary over there? What's your
My
Letterboxd
diary is
saying?
just Jen Brothers because I forgot how. Or Letterboxd updated, and I didn't know how to work.
Yeah.
So my 10 is the same. We got Get a Clue at 10, 9, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, 8, Phantom of the Megaplex,
Heck yeah.
7, Smart House,
We do this every week.
I
Are
know.
you okay?
Nah, it's just
6,
good to remember the
Shining
good times.
Tsunami,
Yeah.
5, Right on Track, 4,
Right
Cadet
on
Kelly,
Track.
3, High School Musical,
Right
2,
on Track.
Lemonade Mouth,
There you
and number 1, Motocross.
I hear you.
Yep.
I understand
Yep.
you. I don't.
When the two guys have it way higher, which we're gonna.
I'm not gonna have it way higher. I want to be.
I just don't support abusers, and that's fine, guys.
So, but I hear you, but I don't want the abuser to take away one of the better performances in Decom, which is Sarah Hyland, who does a great job in this movie.
Both arguments.
And
are true.
so
Just
it's
there's not a
tough
bad
because
argument.
he sucks.
Maybe next week it moves up to 85.
Yeah, he sucks 100%.
Somebody will send me a clip of the Peanut People, and I'll be back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put it on right after this. He sucks 100%. She's still really good at this
Really
movie.
good.
And so for that reason, I have this movie at 71, which is in between Kim Possible at 72 and Horse Sense at 70. I put Horse Sense ahead of this because
That's wild.
if given the opportunity, I'd pick Horse Sense over Geek Charming every day of the week.
I would too.
Yeah, so I think for me, and I have this movie way higher than you guys. I have this movie at 36. Here's what I will say is that I've never done this list based upon what movie I'd rather watch again.
Sure.
I'm never watching this movie again. I tried my best to watch this movie as if and rank this movie as if I did not know that information. Now, is that the best way to go about it? I don't know. But what I can tell you is and both of your perspectives there's not a wrong perspective here. It could be last because of this guy. If that, I don't mind that argument at all.
Yeah, I also really don't like him as an actor.
But
he sucks.
Yeah, but
It'd be one thing if he was good, gave a good performance, and you're like, oh man, that's.
But if he didn't do all that other stuff, it wouldn't be last just because of him. Because Sarah Hyland's amazing, and the movie tries different things.
Yeah, let me take a.
But I'm not telling you. Look, if you want to make this movie 86 because of who this guy is on screen and off screen,
also, it was a really fun 86 pun.
Yeah, it's great, and I have no problem with that, and I think that's fair. For me, qualitatively, this movie does a lot of things right. It takes some big swings. It doesn't sit in a very standard plot of a decom. Sarah Hyland is really great. It's too long, but for me, when I look at movies, if this guy didn't exist, if what he did outside of the film. So I guess the best way I can describe it is that when they made Tiger Cruise, they know what they're doing when they're doing it.
Yeah, and it worked.
And so for me, that movie is abhorrent because you know it. Buffalo Dreams, you know what you're doing and you're doing it. In this movie, when they're directing this guy, they don't know what he's going to become. They don't. And so for me, I'm trying. And I think both of you having it where you do, that also makes sense. Trying to get in the mind of director and writer and Sarah Hyland and everyone else involved in this movie who believes they're trying to make something as good as they possibly can, and they don't know that this guy's a monster. In that vein, I will never watch this movie again because it's impossible to get that out of the forefront of your mind. But it's definitely in the top half of these from a qualitative standpoint to me. So that's where I had it. I have it at 36, ahead of Don't Look Under the Bed, and behind the Poof Point. That's where I have this movie. Not happy about it. I don't really know what to do. I think both perspectives are right. I think it just is an unfortunate. We should have skipped it. We should have skipped it as soon as we found that out. It was too late to skip it. But if we
looking at my list,
yeah.
I don't know how much higher I would have had this movie just because I do not like him as an actor.
Yeah.
And you have maybe seen High School Musical bits and pieces of it once in your life.
But I mean, High School Musical 3 would be higher on your list, and he's in it. So clearly, there's
But he's not the lead.
Correct.
But he is my least favorite part of that movie, and I've seen that movie a ton, and so. Just see once because I was like the beginning of this movie I was like I know this guy where do I know him from, and then I realized that he was Rocket Man, and I was like that's why every time he's on screen I'm just like oh why
but you know what this movie does, the worst part of High School Musical 3 is obviously Rocket Man, and also the fact that they bully Rocket Man. They steal Rocket Man's clothes. And it's like, why would they do that? You know what?
This is why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bully him.
Go get him.
Bully him.
Yeah.
See, I don't even think the bullying is the worst part. It's just that storyline. Like, we don't need the freshman storyline in that movie.
That movie is not, in my opinion, very good. And that storyline is terrible.
That movie could have just been like a saying goodbye to the seniors and then like call it a day. We didn't need to throw, because at that time is, when Disney Channel had like Good Luck Charlie, which we're going to watch that movie next week. And Dog with a Blog. It had all these like campy, over the top, silly shows. And then we threw that storyline in there. And it's like, it didn't need this.
Yeah.
For comic relief, we had Sharpay and Ryan. Like, we didn't need mini Sharpay.
For me, on one side of the ledger is this guy as an actor, and then more importantly, as a person. And then on the other side of the ledger is this is very different. It involves filmmaking. It involves what it means to be a high school kid, and it involves a great lead performance. And so for me, I just think
I've seen so many movies along that, and this isn't even one of those good movies.
I would say that if I could take the dude out of it, I would rank it at 36. That's what I would. So that's what I tried to do. But I 100% see putting it at 70 or 80 or whatever and just going, I couldn't do that, and that's fine.
I don't even think it needed a romantic storyline. Like the scenes where Dylan and Amy are together and they're starting to repair their friendship. It's like, this was the better movie. It's not about I became a better person and landed the guy. It was really about Dylan learning who she was, being comfortable in herself.
For sure.
And, finding out who her real friends are. And I think
Sarah Hyland does a great job with that.
Not just taking the actor out, but taking that whole character out. I think it would have been a better movie.
Yeah.
And that it's like we didn't need the romance didn't feel like a cohesive part of the plot. And it's just like so plot wise, this movie.
It's tough watch. It's a tough watch regardless. It doesn't matter. It's just tough
Sarah
watch.
Hyland, I know you're definitely listening to this review.
Yeah, for sure.
You were phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
She's
happy.
not trying to block out this part of her life at all.
DCOM Daily Minute. Listen, you have moved on. You are so happy.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and Wells on your upcoming baby. Like, so happy with where you are in life.
Love you.
Sorry for this time of your life. You're phenomenal.
Yeah.
I wish you would act more. Like, I wish there was more opportunity for me to see you on my screen.
Oh, well, we did it, everybody. Congratulations to us. Next week, it's Christmas time. Good luck, Charlie. Christmas.
And that's why this is here?
That's the only reason.
No. That's
I got ahead of it. I was too excited.
Well, you saw Christmas and you saw it. You were like, obviously.
It's October, but we're watching them tonight.
And the final 2011 DCOM.
So we're on to 2012.
We're on to 2012.
Good luck, Charlie is the final 11?
Is the final of 2011.
2012, great year. Obama reelected, economy doing great. Christians thought the world was going to end because of a Mayan calendar. What a year.
Wait until we get to 2013 when it's one movie and we're like, whoa, what a blast. That was crazy.
I graduated college in 2012.
See?
All right, coming back next time for another one. Until then,
keep
on DCOMing it up all the time. DCOM Descendants is a Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray and that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, you can go to @DCOM Descendants on the socials. Go to the web, DCOMpodcast.com. Leave us a review, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, what have you. To listen to this episode ad-free and all the others, you can go to BrambleJamPlus.com. Do it right now.
What about Take It to the Tape?
You can watch these movies live at TakeTheTape.com.
Did you say that?
I didn't.
Well, I didn't want to.
No. Thanks.
God bless.
See ya.